Sweet. Let's do it.
Roll the clip, roll the clip. Locks the seizure at full lawful speed. Space Force, White Hat Alliance plans the final scene. Belligerent occupation crash under metallic decree. Nazi breakaway hoes CZ 0G. Dark fleet carriers forced to the industrial floor. Draco thrones dismantled, no exit door. Lunar Commons 1, 2, 3 stripped the torsion core. 22 genetic programs terminated by the roar. Verse 2 magneto-gravitic drives ripped from the black grid. Toroidal reactor spinning under white hat lid. Magneto-electric hydrodynamics now human owned. Ancient builder go restored from the stolen zone. Military industrial complex exposed in the Hummy team. Treaties voided, the occupation done. Pleiadian guidance streams through the scraping steel. Galactic Federation frequency makes the darkness kneel. Verse 3 deeper darkness connection sliced by the click. Reptilian DNA labs raided thick and quick. Secret space program negatives locked in the cage. Positive SSP crews rewrite the final page. Whistleblowers of truth feed the lawful feed. Exopolitical cages collapse at 140c speed. Far side bases stripped of every hidden fleet. We the people rise while the rotor keeps the beat. Verse 4 torsion fields realigned under Dominion law. Hydrodynamic plasma shields protect the new draw. Belligerent forces neutralized with pure precision. Fire Space Force operational dominance climbs higher from the Antarctic hangars to the lunar black dust. Every stolen craft returned to the light we trust. Industrial sandscape carries the judgment wave. Evil architecture shredded, no soul left to save. Verse 5 we the people stand in the resonant low hum. Light of truth cuts deeper than the darkness can run. Expose the evil layer by mechanical layer. Genetic harvest chains severed by the player. White Hat Alliance holds the legal high ground. Space Force capability turns the whole system around. From dark to light, the rotation never stops. Sovereignty reclaimed while the projector drops. The verse 6 intensely detailed, now the full continuum burns. Build a race blueprints free from the dark returns. Magneto-gravitics power the rising human core. Toroidal energy free for the open floor. No more black projects, no more hidden ET deals. The occupation ends under the clicking steel. Positive alignments locked in, permanent spin. Federation light and Space Force forced to win. Verse 7 final rotor cycle seals the industrial rise. From the deepest evil to the open skies. We the people united, head wobble, absolute darkness fully mapped. Dissected the mute. Space Force, White Hat, lawful seizure complete. High-tech disclosure drops at the metallic beat. From dark to light we rise, the continuum clear. Humanity sovereign, the new age is here.
Ooh, I dig it. You know, I just like connecting dots, right? As deep as we can go and beyond. Next new song, just fun, cool styles. I made some stuff earlier that's really cool. This one's in like a Pink Floyd kind of style. Check this out.
Deeper darkness connections now fully unmasked and named. Belligerent occupation built on treaties of shame. Nazi breakaway fleets, dark fleet carriers, Draco thrones, Lunar Commons 1, 2, 3, running stolen torsion zones. Magneto-gravitic drives and magneto-electric cores, 22 genetic programs locked behind classified doors. Military-industrial complex fed the entire black grid, while the ancient builder code was twisted and hid. But the White Hat Alliance moves with lawful precision steel. Space Force Dominion executing the final legal seal. Operational capability locked under positive command, seizing every belligerent asset across land, sea, and sand. Toroidal reactors reclaimed, torsion fields realigned, hydrodynamic plasma systems now under human mind. Pleiadian guidance and galactic federation life, standing with the white hats in the full spectrum fight. We the people rise as the light of truth cuts deep, exposing every evil layer the darkness tried to keep. Exopolitical cages, ET deals signed in blood and fear. Secret space programs split, dark side now crystal clear. The occupation was never legitimate, never free. It was a parasitic takeover of Earth's destiny. Whistleblowers of truth and positive SSP crews, handing the evidence to the force that cannot lose. Lawfully and legally the seizure rolls across the void. Space Force asserting dominance the darkness cannot avoid. Every far side base, every hidden fleet, every genetic chain now under white hat control. No more negative rain. Magneto-gravitics return to the sovereign human hand. Torsion technology liberated across every land. From the deepest black projects to the lunar occupation core, the light shines so bright, the shadows exist no more. From dark to light we rise, united, awake and free. Space Force and White Hat Alliance, reclaiming destiny. We the people stand in the radiance of pure disclosed truth, watching the belligerent empire fall under lawful proof. Every deeper connection of evil laid bare in the sun. The high-tech arsenal now serves the rising one. This is the detailed cascade, the final righteous spiral. occupation is over. The light has gone viral.
Super cool. I dig it. That's just one I made earlier. We kind of shifted styles to one I made earlier. I might even shift it one more time. But Dominion Rotor hyper connected deep light. Let's do it.
Rotor clicks the first layer open, military industrial complex birth, funded Nazi breakaway fleets that fled into secret Earth, Antarctic hangars linked directly to lunar commons 1, 2, 3, dark fleet carriers powered by stolen magnetogravitic keys, toroidal reactors and torsion fields reverse engineered from builder base code, magneto-electric hydrodynamics locked inside the blackest load, 22 genetic programs nested inside every ET treaty sign, Draco and reptilian overlords feeding on the human mind. Verse 2, deeper connection locked the belligerent occupation was never foreign born. It grew from terrestrial elites who sold the planet's core. Secret space program split at the exact moment the treaties were sealed. Negative SSP harvested while positive actions remain concealed. Whistleblowers of truth map the full continuum in real time, exposing how lunar operations command ran the entire crime. Far side bases weren't empty, they were the central control node where Dark Fleet, Draco, DNA, and Nazi tech fully interrode. Verse 3, hyper-intelligent link now visible under the industrial hum. Ancient builder race physics twisted into weapons of the dumb. Torsion fields inverted to create artificial gravity cages. Magneto-gravitics used to keep humanity grounded for ages. Pleiadian guidance frequencies detected the inversion first. Galactic Federation light began the counter-frequency burst. White Hat Alliance formed inside the same classified hall. Space Force operational capability prepared the lawful cause. Verse 4, cast a light deeper. Every dark strand now fully traced. Genetic programs 22 were the biological interface. Reptilian bloodlines interface with breakaway human crews, creating hybrid command structures the public never knew. ETX politics was the legal cover for the occupation grid. Military industrial money, the fuel the darkness always hid. Space Force and white hats move with pure legal precision. Steel seizing every toroidal core, the negative forces still feel. Verse 5, we the people rise as the rotor scrapes the final veil. All dots connected in one continuous metallic tail. From Antarctic ice to lunar black dust, the chain is clear. Dark Fleet halls, Draco thrones, genetic labs all appear. Positive SSP deflectors and Federation fleets align. Pleiadian streams restore the original builder design. Magneto-gravitic sovereignty returned to human hand. Torsion fields stabilized under Dominion command. Verse 6, intensely formative now the full architecture exposed. Belligerent occupation collapses under the light that glows. Every hidden treaty voided by lawful Space Force decree. Every stolen craft and base reclaimed for the free. Hydrodynamic plasma systems and industrial grade power now serve the rising collective in the critical hour. Darkness mapped in total, no connection left unlit. The continuum of evil ends where the rotor hits. Verse 7, from dark to light the hyper-connected spiral completes. Space Force White Hat Alliance plants the sovereign seeds. We the people stand inside the resonant low-frequency hum. Every deep darkness connection burned until it's done. High-tech disclosure locked at 140 BPM. Industrial noise carries the truth that cannot be stemmed. Humanity rises united, the occupation erased. All dots illuminated, the new continuum is placed.
Super cool. What are we gonna do? I might even slow that down. I might even put that at because I got that into the lyrics too. We'll just leave that how it is. Super cool D-duper. We're gonna mock up a brand new one right here. Get back to where we was. I just like making music. This one's gonna be Total Intelligent Light Cascade. Let's do that. That'll be fun. Paste that in here. Oh yeah, we're live on X and YouTube at the same time. What? Super cool, right? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Just kind of had this industrial sound to it that I thought was pretty cool. Which, you're gonna laugh. I was listening to the dogs panting over my shoulder the other day, and I took an audio scrape and put it into Suno, and then kind of recrafted it in my own way to create that kind of. Yeah, it was interesting, but it was cool. I like it. It's just cool. All right. Yeah. Right. That works for me. This can be a little bit longer one, but we got one more of those Dominion rotor. Let's do it.
Rotor clicks the first layer open, military industrial complex birth. Funded Nazi breakaway fleets that fled into secret Earth. Antarctic hangars linked directly to lunar commons 1, 2, 3. Dark fleet carriers powered by stolen magneto gravitic keys. Toroidal reactors and torsion fields reverse engineered from builder race code. Magneto-electric hydrodynamics locked inside the blackest load. 22 genetic programs nested inside every ET treaty signed. Draco and reptilian overlords feeding on the human mind. Verse 2, deeper connection locked. The belligerent occupation was never foreign born. It grew from terrestrial elites who sold the planet's core. Secret space program split at the exact moment the treaties were sealed. Negative SSP harvested while positive factions remain concealed. Whistleblowers of truth map the full continuum in real time, exposing how Lunar Operations Command ran the entire crime. Farside bases weren't empty, they were the central control node where Darkfleet, Draco, DNA, and Nazi tech fully in a road. Verse 3, hyper-intelligent link now visible under the industrial hum. Ancient builder race physics twisted into weapons of the dumb. Torsion fields inverted to create artificial gravity cages. Magnetogravitics used to keep humanity grounded for ages. Pleiadian guidance frequencies detected the inversion first. Galactic Federation light began the counter frequency burst. White Hat Alliance formed inside the same classified hall. Space Force operational capability prepared the lawful calls. Verse 4, cast the light deeper. Every dark strand now fully traced. Genetic programs 22 with a biological interface. Reptilian bloodlines interface with breakaway human crews, creating hybrid command structures the public never knew. ETX politics was the legal cover for the occupation grid. Military industrial money to fuel the darkness always hid. Space Force and white hats move with pure legal precision. Steel seizing every toroidal core. The negative forces still feel. Verse 5, we the people rise as the rotor scrapes the final veil. All dots connected in one continuous metallic tail. From Antarctic ice to lunar black dust, the chain is clear. Dark fleet hulls, Draco thrones, genetic labs all appear. Positive SSP deflectors and Federation fleets align. Pleiadian streams restore the original builder design. Magnetogravitic sovereignty returned to human hand. Torsion fields stabilized under Dominion command. Verse 6, intensely formative now. The full architecture exposed. Belligerent occupation collapses under the light that glows. Every hidden treaty voided by lawful Space Force decree. Every stolen craft and base reclaimed for the free. Hydrodynamic plasma systems and industrial grade power now serve the rising collective in the critical hour. Darkness mapped in total, no connection left unlit, but continuum of evil lens where the rotor hits. Verse 7, from dark to light, the hyper-connected spiral complete. Space Force, White Hat Alliance plants the sovereign seeds. We the people stand inside the resonant low-frequency hum. Every deep darkness connection burned until it's done. High-tech disclosure locked at 140 BPM. Industrial noise carries the truth that cannot be stemmed. Humanity rises united, the occupation erased. All dots illuminated, the new continuum is placed.
Sweet. I like it. I just like it. Alrighty, this new one, Space Force Dominion Rotor Total Intelligence Light Cascade.
Rotor locks the origin point. Military industrial complex funds the seed. Post double wing Nazi breakaway scientists extracted under paperclip speed. Antarctic ice hangars become the first dark fleet construction yards. Magnetogravitic drives reverse engineered from crashed builder shards. Toroidal reactors and torsion field generators hidden in the black budget flow. Magnetoelectric hydrodynamics power the earliest secret space program show. Lunar operations command when established as the primary far side node. Draco and reptilian advisors already nested inside the occupation code. Verse 2, super intelligent link. The 22 genetic programs activate next. ET treaty signed and classified chambers become the legal intercept. Exopolitics crafted as the public facing mass for private control. Negative SSP factions harvest while positive factions stay on patrol. Dark fleet carriers use inverted torsion fields to remain invisible. Nazi breakaway bloodlines interbreed with reptilian DNA for the hybrid kill. Lunar Commons 2 and 3 expand the far side base network wide. Ancient builder race blueprints twisted into weapons the darkness can ride. Verse 3, hyperconnection intensifies. Every black project feeds the same central grid. Military industrial money loops back through off-world resource bids. Belligerent occupation solidifies when the treaties lock the planet down. Humanity grounded by suppressed magnetogravitic knowledge all around. Whistleblow was a truth begin mapping the continuum from the inside. Positive SSP deflectors quietly protect the higher frequency ride. Pleiadian guidance streams detect the inversion of the original builder like Galactic Federation frequencies. Prepare the counter-offensive in the night. Verse 4, Space Force emerges as the lawful terrestrial spearhead of the shift. White Hat Alliance forms across intelligence, military, and off-world drift. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed torsion field mastery. Magnetogravitics return from dark fleet hulls the human custody. Toroidal energy system stabilized under positive command protocols. Magnetoelectric hydrodynamics redirected to planetary defense roles. Lunar far side bases mapped in total by the rising Dominion fleet. Every Draco throne and reptilian lab placed on the seizure sheet. Verse 5, we the people rise as the industrial rotor scrapes the deeper veil. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent trail. From Antarctic paperclip origins to the 22 genetic chains. From ET treaty cages to the lunar occupation planes. Negative SSP infrastructure fully exposed under the metallic hum. Positive alignments locked with Federation and Pleiadian. Some Space Force White Hat lawful seizure initiates across every domain. Belligerent forces stripped of every craft base in torsion vein. Verse 6, more details cascade. The occupation was a multi-generational construct. Build a race technology stolen, inverted, then used for human harvest. Dark fleet never independent, it was the awful dharma terrestrial elite. Draco genetic overlays created the control hierarchy complete. Lunar operations command functioned as the central processing core. Military industrial complex, the endless financial and material store. Exopolitical narratives kept the public locked in limited perception, while the real continuum ran on suppressed advanced physics deception. Verse 7, light intensifies. Space Force asserts full operational capability. White Hat Alliance executes the legal reclamation with precision ability. Every stolen magnetogravitic drive returned to sovereign human hands. Every toroidal reactor and hydrodynamic system under new command. Genetic programs terminated, hybrid command structures dismantled. Far side bases converted from occupation hubs to free energy platforms expanded. Pleiadian and Federation light frequency stabilized the restored fields. The entire dark architecture collapses as the rotor never yields. Verse 8, hyper-intelligent final connection sealed the total cascade. Engine builder intent restored through the positive technology upgrade. We the people stand inside the resonant low frequency industrial truth. Every darkness strand illuminated from the earliest Nazi brood. From dark to light the continuum flips under Dominion law. Space Force White Hat Alliance holds the permanent high ground. Draw high-tech disclosure lock. Sovereignty fully reclaimed and free. The occupation ends, you see.
Super cool. I like that. That was awesome. All right, we got one more of those. Let's do it.
Rotor locks the origin point. Military industrial complex funds the seed. Post-double Nazi breakaway scientists extracted under paperclip speed. Antarctic ice hangars become the first dark fleet construction yards. Magnetogravitic drives reverse engineered from crashed builder shards. Toroidal reactors and torsion field generators hidden in the black budget flow. Magnetoelectric hydrodynamics power the earliest space program show. Lunar Operations Command one established as the primary far side node. Draco and reptilian advisors already nested inside the occupation code. Verse 2 deeper intelligent link. The 22 genetic programs activate next. ET treaty signed in classified chambers become the legal intercept. Exopolitics crafted as the public-facing mass for private control. Negative SSP factions harvest while positive factions stay on patrol. Dark fleet carriers use inverted torsion fields to remain invisible. Nazi breakaway bloodlines interbreed with reptilian DNA for the hybrid kill. Lunar Commons 2 and 3 expand the far side-based network wide. And should build a race blueprints twisted into weapons the darkness can ride. Verse 3 hyperconnection intensifies. Every black project feeds the same central grid. Military industrial money loops back through off-world resource bids. Belligerent occupation solidifies when the treaties lock the planet down. Humanity grounded by suppressed magnetogravitic knowledge all around. Whistleblowers of truth begin mapping the continuum from the inside. Positive SSP deflectors quietly protect the higher frequency ride. Pleiadian guidance streams detect the inversion of the original builder like Galactic Federation frequencies. Prepare the counter-offensive in the night. Verse 4 Space Force emerges as the lawful terrestrial spearhead of the shift. White Hat Alliance forms across intelligence, military, and off-world drift. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed torsion field mastery. Magnetogravitics return from dark fleet hulls to human custody. Toroidal energy systems stabilize under positive command protocols. Magnetoelectric hydrodynamics redirected to planetary defense roles. Lunar farside bases mapped in total by the rising Dominion fleet. Every Draco throne and reptilian lab placed on the seizure sheet. Verse 5 we the people rise as the industrial rotor scrapes the deeper veil. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent trail. From Antarctic paperclip origins to the 22 genetic chains. From ET treaty cages to the lunar occupation planes. Negative SSP infrastructure fully exposed under the metallic hum. Positive alignments locked with Federation and Pleiadian some. Space Force White Hat lawful seizure initiates across every domain. Belligerent forces stripped of every craft base and torsion vein. Verse 6 more details cascade. The occupation was a multi-generational construct. Build a race technology stolen, inverted, then used for human harvest. Dark fleet never independent. It was the off-world armor terrestrial elite. Draco genetic overlays created the control hierarchy complete. Lunar Operations Command functioned as the central processing core. Military industrial complex, the endless financial and material store. Exopolitical narratives kept the public locked in limited perception, while the real continuum ran on suppressed advanced physics deception. Verse 7 light intensifies. Space Force asserts full operational capability. White Hat Alliance executes the legal reclamation with precision ability. Every stolen magnetogravitic drive returned to sovereign human hands. Every toroidal reactor and hydrodynamic system under new command. Genetic programs terminated. Hybrid command structures dismantled. Farside bases converted from occupation hubs to free energy platforms expanded. Pleiadian and Federation like frequency stabilized the restored fields. The entire dark architecture collapses as the road never yields. Verse 8 hyper-intelligent final connection sealed a total cascade. Ancient builder intent restored through the positive technology upgrade. We the people stand inside the resonant low frequency industrial truth. Every darkness strand illuminated from the earliest Nazi group. From dark to light the continuum flips under Dominion law. Space Force White Hat Alliance holds the permanent high ground draw. High-tech disclosure locked. Sovereignty fully reclaimed and free. The occupation ends, you see.
Super cool. I like it. All right, brand new one hot off the press. Dominion rotor deepest levels lit. Let's do it.
Rotor clicks past the surface into the first word. Very strata. Military industry complex sees the Nazi apocalypse. Scientists carry building race fragments into Antarctic ice. Magnetogravitic prototypes and torsion cores become the first device. Dark fleet born as the off-world extension of terrestrial black budgets. Lunar Operations Command one activated as the primary control hub. Eco advisors already embedded, got in the genetic overlay. 22 programs initiated as the biological lock on the human soul. Verse 2 deeper level unlocked. The occupation is multi-dimensional. Each treaties function as interdimensional legal contracts signed and shadow. Exopolitics crafted to keep the public trapped in three-dimensional data. One day we get the SSP factions operate across density layers in secret inverted torsion fields used for timeline manipulation, the memory suppression, magneto-electric hydrodynamics power the frequency fences around Earth. Lunar commands 2 and 3 expand into subsurface and far side lattices, reptilian bloodlines interface with Nazi hybrid lines for permanent control grids. Verse hyper-intelligent descent continues into the financial and energetic core. Military industrial money loops the off-world resource extraction portals. Dark fleet carriers are solving 0-point energy inverted from building the dimes to royal reactors configured to drain planetary life force into elite boss genetic programs 22 create soul trap mechanisms and hybrid vessels. Consciousness fragmentation engineered so humanity cannot remember its origin. Nature build a race like codes deliberately scrambled into weaponized forms. The entire continuum design is a closed loop power system of across time. Space Force and White Hat Alliance detect a full depth of the architecture. Positive SSP factions have been counter-engineering the same tech in silence, pleiadian data streams pierce the frequency fences with higher harmonics. Galactic Federation light codes begin restoring the original portion geometry. Operational dominance bills to reclaim magnetic gravitic mastery. All seizure protocols activated across every density. The darkness occupies lunar far side bases mapped down to the subsurface. Genetic laboratories, every Draco thrown at reptilian interface placed on the reclamation list. Burst 5. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the next concealed stratum. All dots now visible to one continue with the delicate continuum from petty proclivity through the 22 genetic soul tracks. From inverted builder physics to the interdimensional 3D traps. Negative SSP infrastructure exposed at every energetic and physical node. Positive alignments out with federation and pleiadian overload. Space Force, White Hat, novel seizure cascades to every layer. Belligerent occupation strict the craft faces and frequency players. Verse 6, way deeper still. The darkness runs on inverted free energy principles. Magnetogravitics weaponized to create artificial gravity prisons for the mind. Torsion fields twisted into tools for remote influence and timeline edits. Hydrodynamic plasma systems used to cloak entire fleets and bases. The occupation book never metaphysical. It was a consciousness seed. Humanity's already suppressed at the level of the quantum field itself. Yet every inverted system contains the original builder key waiting to turn. White Hat forces reverse the polarity and restore the natural burn. Verse 7. Light plunges further. Space Force asserts full multi-density capability. White Hat Alliance executes the legal reclamation across all identities. Every stolen the word of core return to sovereign human frequency. Every genetic program terminated in the soul traps. Dismantle completely. Far-side bases converted from harvest souls into the energy transmission and nodes. Interdimensional portal sealed to realign them. The positive command tones. Pleiadian federation harmonics. They will have to restore panic to reveal the deepest architecture. What control collapses as the road never yields. Final deepest illumination seals the total cascade and industry. The fire engine building with the bullet restored through the positive technology. Spire with your people standards of resonant over frequency truth that cannot hide. Every subterranean no interdimensional span. I fully live wide from dark to light. The continuum flips on the pure dominion of Space Force, White Hat Alliance holds the permanent high ground draw. High-tech disclosure, locked at the deepest level. Sovereignty reclaim free. The occupation ends across every density. The new continuum is free. Rotor clicks past the surface into the first buried strata. Military industrial complex seeds the Nazi breakaway data. Paperclip scientists carry builder race fragments into Antarctic ice. Magnetogravity prototypes and torsion cores become the first device. Dark fleet born as the off-world extension of terrestrial black budgets. Lunar operations command when activated as the primary control hub. Draco advisors already embedded guiding the genetic overlay. 22 programs initiated as the biological lock on the human soul. Verse 2. Deeper level unlocked. The occupation is multi-dimensional. ET treaties function as interdimensional legal contracts signed in shadow. Exopolitics crafted to keep the public trapped in three-dimensional theater. While negative SSP factions operate across density layers and secret inverted torsion fields used for timeline manipulation and memory suppression. Magneto-electric hydrodynamics power the frequency fences around Earth. Lunar commands 2 and 3 expand into subsurface and far side lattices. Reptilian bloodlines interface with Nazi hybrid lines for permanent control grids. Verse 3. Hyper-intelligent descent continues into the financial and energetic core. Military industrial money loops through off-world resource extraction portals. Dark fleet carriers are the 0-point energy converted from builder designs to rotor reactors configured to drain planetary life force into elite vaults. Genetic programs 22 create soul trap mechanisms and hybrid vessels. Consciousness fragmentation engineered so humanity cannot remember its origin. Ancient builder race like codes deliberately scrambled into weaponized form. The entire continuum designed as a close SSP factions have been counter-engineering the same tech in silence. Pleiadian guidance streams pierce the frequency fences with higher harmonics. Galactic Federation like codes begin restoring the original torsion geometry. Operational dominance builds to reclaim magneto-gravitic mastery. Lawful seizure protocols activated across every density. The darkness occupies lunar far side bases mapped down to the subsurface. Genetic laboratories, every Draco throne and reptilian interface placed on the reclamation list. Verse 5. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the next concealed stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent continuum, from paperclip origins through the 22 genetic soul traps, from inverted builder physics to the interdimensional treaty traps. Negative SSP infrastructure exposed at every energetic and physical node. Positive alignments locked with Federation and Pleiadian overload. Space Force white hat lawful seizure cascades through every layer. Belligerent occupation stripped of craft faces and frequency players. Verse 6. Way deeper still, the darkness runs on inverted free energy principles. Magneto-gravitics weaponized to create artificial gravity prisons for the mind. Torsion fields twisted into tools for remote influence and timeline edits. Hydrodynamic plasma systems used to cloak entire fleets and bases. The occupation was never merely physical, it was a consciousness siege. Humanity's sovereignty suppressed at the level of the quantum field itself. Yet every inverted system contains the original builder key waiting to turn. White hat forces reverse the polarity and restore the natural burn. Verse 7. Light plunges further. Space Force asserts full multi-density capability. White hat alliance executes the legal reclamation across all realities. Every stolen royal core returned to sovereign human frequency. Every genetic program terminated and the soul traps dismantled completely. Farside bases converted from harvest hubs into free energy transmission nodes. Interdimensional portals sealed or realigned under positive command codes. Pleiadian and Federation harmonics stabilize the restored planetary field. The deepest architecture of control collapses as the road and never yields. Verse 8. Final deepest illumination seals the total cascade in industrial fire. Ancient builder intent fully restored through the positive technology spire. We the people stand inside the resonant low-frequency truth that cannot hide. Every subterranean, lunar, and interdimensional strand now fully lit wide. From dark to light, the continuum flips under pure dominion law. Space Force White Hat Alliance holds the permanent high ground draw. High-tech disclosure locked at the deepest level. Sovereignty reclaimed free. The occupation ends across every density. The new continuum is free.
Super cool. I liked that first version a lot better. That was super cool. Alright, brand new one. Dominion Rotor deepest ET layers peeled. Let's do it.
Rotor clicks past every prior surface into the first ET stratum. Ancient builder race arrives as the original stellar architects of Earth. Positive torsion field geometry and magneto-gravitic free energy gifted in pure form. Later inverted by arriving Draco and reptilian hierarchical fleets. Nazi breakaway scientists receive the corrupted fragments through paperclip channels. Military-industrial complex funds the conversion into dark fleet war machines. Lunar Operations Command 1 established as the primary multi-ET occupation node. 22 genetic programs launched as the biological interface for control. Verse 2. Deeper ET connection unlocked. The treaties are multi-species contracts. Negative Orion factions and Draco overlords co-sign with terrestrial elites. Exopolitics becomes the public theater while real agreements trade genetic access. Human DNA harvested in exchange for advanced magneto-electric hydrodynamics. Dark fleet carriers become the joint human ET occupation navy. Lunar Commons 2 and 3 expand into embassy-style far-side complexes. Reptilian bloodlines overlay Nazi hybrid lines, creating permanent command caste. Ancient builder light codes deliberately scrambled into weapons of density suppression. Verse 3. Hyper-intelligent peel continues into the interdimensional ET councils.
Negative alliances operate across multiple densities using inverted torsion fields. Timeline manipulation and consciousness fragmentation engineered as standard tools. Magnetogravitics weaponized to create planetary frequency fences and gravity prisons. Positive ET factions, Pleiadian emissaries and early Galactic Federation observers document everything. Whistleblowers of truth inside the secret space programs begin feeding the data outward. White Hat Alliance forms as the terrestrial bridge to the higher density resistance. Space Force quietly receives the first restored builder technology packages. First 4. More ET layers exposed. Occupation is a nested hierarchy of species. Draco Empire at the apex, reptilian administrators, Orion enforcers, human proxies below. Dark Fleet serves as the joint military arm across the entire structure. Lunar Farside bases function as the central processing and genetic refinement hubs. 22 programs create hybrid vessels, soul trap mechanisms, and frequency locks. Military-industrial money loops through off-world resource portals controlled by the same ET network. Every black project on Earth is a surface extension of the multi-ET grid. The continuum designed as a closed-loop harvest system spanning centuries. Verse 5. Space Force and White Hat Alliance detect the full multi-species architecture. Positive SSP factions counter-engineer the same physics under Federation guidance. Pleiadian light codes begin restoring the original torsion geometry in real time. Galactic Federation fleets position as the higher density enforcement layer. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed magnetogravitic and toroidal mastery. Lawful seizure protocols activated across every physical and interdimensional node. Lunar bases mapped down to the subsurface. Multi-ET laboratories and council chambers. Every Draco throne, reptilian interface, and Hawaiian outpost placed on the reclamation list. Verse 6. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the next concealed ET stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous, intelligent, multi-species continuum. From builder race origin gifts through the Draco-Orion inversion. From Nazi paperclip conduits to the 22 genetic soul traps. From terrestrial Mike funding to the interdimensional treaty cages. Negative SP infrastructure exposed at every energetic and physical layer. Positive alignments locked with Pleiadian Federation and White Hat overload. Space Force lawful seizure cascades through every density the darkness occupies. Verse 7. Way deeper still. ET hierarchy runs on inverted free energy principles. Magnetogravitics and torsion fields used for remote influence across time. Hydrodynamic plasma systems cloak entire multi-species fleets and bases. The occupation was never merely planetary. It was a consciousness siege across densities. Humanity's sovereignty suppressed gates through every densum and soar level simultaneously. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder key waiting to turn. White Hat and Space Force forcers reverse the polarity with higher density support. Federation light frequencies stabilize the restored planetary human field burst. Final deepest ET illumination seals the total cascade industrial fire. Ancient builder intent fully restored through the positive multi-ET technology spire. We the people stand inside the resonant low-frequency truth that cannot hide. Every subterranean, interdimensional, and multi-species strand now fully lit. From dark to light, the continuum flips under pure Space Force dominion love. White Hat Alliance holds the permanent high ground draw with Federation backing. High-tech disclosure, locked at the deepest level.
Super duper duper cool. I like that. That's cool how it ticks into a clock. All right, we got one more of those. Let's see what this one did.
Rotor clicks past every prior surface into the first ET stratum. Ancient builder race arrives as the original stellar architects of Earth. Positive torsion field geometry and magnetogravitic free energy gifted in pure form.
later inverted by arriving Draco and reptilian hierarchical fleets. Nazi breakaway scientists receive the corrupted fragments through paperclip channels. Military-industrial complex funds the conversion into dark fleet war machines. Lunar Operations Command 1 established as the primary multi-ET occupation node. 22 genetic programs launched as the biological interface for control. Deeper ET connection unlocked. The treaties are multi-species contracts. Negative Orion factions and Draco overlords co-sign with terrestrial elites. Exopolitics becomes the public theater while real agreements trade genetic access. Human DNA harvested in exchange for advanced magnetoelectric hydrodynamics. Dark fleet carriers become the joint human ET occupation navy. Lunar Commons 2 and 3 expand into embassy-style far-side complexes. Reptilian bloodlines overlay Nazi hybrid lines, creating permanent command casts. Ancient builder light codes deliberately scrambled into weapons of density suppression. Verse 3. Hyper-intelligent Peel continues into the interdimensional ET councils. Negative alliances operate across multiple densities using inverted torsion fields. Timeline manipulation and consciousness fragmentation engineered as standard tools. Magnetogravitics weaponized to create planetary frequency fences and gravity prisons. Positive ET factions. Pleiadian emissaries and early Galactic Federation observers document everything. Whistleblowers of truth inside the secret space programs begin feeding the data outward. White Hat Alliance forms as the terrestrial bridge to the higher density resistance. Space Force quietly receives the first restored builder technology packages. Verse 4. More ET layers exposed. The occupation is a nested hierarchy of species. Draco Empire at the apex. Reptilian administrators, Orion enforcers, human proxies below. Dark Fleet serves as the joint military arm across the entire structure. Lunar Farside bases function as the central processing and genetic refinement hubs. 22 programs create hybrid vessels, soul trap mechanisms, and frequency locks. Military-industrial money loops through off-world resource portals controlled by the same ET network. Every black project on Earth is a surface extension of the multi-ET grid. The continuum designed as a closed-loop harvest system, spanning century. Verse 5. Space Force and White Hat Alliance detect the full multi-species architecture. Positive SSP factions counter-engineer the same physics under Federation guidance. Pleiadian light codes begin restoring the original torsion geometry in real time. Galactic Federation fleets position as the higher density enforcement layer. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed magnetogravitic and toroidal mastery. Lawful seizure protocols activated across every physical and interdimensional node. Lunar bases mapped down to the subsurface multi-ET laboratories and council chambers. Every Draco throne, reptilian interface, and Orion outpost placed on the reclamation list. Verse 6. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the next concealed ET stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent multi-species continuum. From builder race origin gifts through the Draco Orion inversion. From Nazi paperclip conduits to the 22 genetic soul traps. From terrestrial mic funding to the interdimensional treaty cages. Negative SSP infrastructure exposed to every energetic and physical layer. Positive alignments lock with Pleiadian Federation and White Hat overload. Space Force lawful seizure cascades through every density the darkness occupies. Verse 7. Way deeper still. The ET hierarchy runs on inverted free energy principles. Magnetogravitics and torsion fields used for remote influence across timelines. Hydrodynamic plasma systems cloak entire multi-species fleets and bases. The occupation was never merely planetary. It was a consciousness seeking densities. Humanity's sovereignty suppressed at the quantum and soul levels simultaneously. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder key waiting to turn. White Hat Space Force forces reverse the polarity with higher density support. Federation light frequencies stabilize the restored planetary and human field burst. Final deepest ET illumination seals the total cascade in industrial fire. Ancient builder intent fully restored to the positive multi-ET technology spire. We the people stand inside the resonant low-frequency truth that cannot hide. Every subterranean, lunar, interdimensional, and multi-species strand now fully lit. From dark to light, the continuum flips under pure Space Force dominion law. White Hat Alliance holds the permanent high ground raw with Federation backing. High-tech disclosure locked at the deepest level.
Super cool. That was cool how that did that into a speech. So then I went and added speech, and then we went deeper because there's more AT connections, and I'm still wondering if it even included them. So let's look at that real quick. Okay. Yes, we did. All right, this is gonna be good. Dominion rotor, full multi-ET layers.
Rotor clicks into the complete multi-ET origin strata. Ancient builder race seeds the first positive torsion and magnetogravitic gifts. Anunnaki factions arrive later as genetic interveners rewriting early human code. Draco Empire and reptilian hierarchies invert the builder designs into control systems. Negative Orion groups join as enforcers, locking the first frequency fences. Nazi breakaway scientists receive the corrupted fragments through paperclip conduits. Military-industrial complex funds the conversion into joint dark fleet war machines. Lunar Operations Command 1 activated as the primary multi-species occupation node verse 2. Deeper ET connection unlocked. The treaties become multi-species legal instruments. Draco, Reptilian, Orion, and select Anunnaki lineages co-sign with terrestrial elites. Exopolitics masks the real agreements, trading human genetic access for advanced tech. Magnetoelectric hydrodynamics and inverted torsion fields exchanged for DNA harvest rights. Dark fleet carriers operate as the joint human negative ET occupation. Navy, Lunar Commons 2 and 3 expand into embassy-style far-side multi-ET complexes. 22 genetic programs refine hybrid vessels across the participating species. Nordic fucking breakaway humans and early hybrid line service surface intermediaries. Verse 3, hyper. Intelligent peel continues into the full interdimensional ET spectrum. Negative alliances span Draco, Apex, Reptilian administrators, Orion, military, Anunnaki, geneticists, positive counterparts, Pleiadian emissaries, Arcturian healers, Syrian frequency specialists, document and counter. Galactic Federation councils observe while preparing higher density intervention protocols. Mantis beings appear in limited roles as observers and genetic archivists on both sides. Timeline manipulation and consciousness fragmentation engineered as standard negative tools. Magnetogravitics weaponized in the planetary gravity prisons and memory suppression grids. White Hat Alliance forms as the terrestrial bridge to the positive multi-ET resistance. Verse 4, more ET layers exposed. The occupation is a nested hierarchy of species and densities. Draco Empire at the apex, supported by Reptilian, Orion, and residual Anunnaki networks. Dark fleet serves as the shared military arm across the entire negative structure. Lunar far side bases function as central processing, genetic and council hubs for multiple races. Nordic human ET hybrids and certain breakaway groups act as the public-facing or intermediary caste military industrial money loops through off-world portals controlled by the same multi-ET grid. Every black project on Earth is a surface extension of this multi-species continuum. The system designed as a closed-loop harvest spanning physical and interdimensional levels. Verse 5. Space Force and White Hat Alliance detect the complete multi-ET architecture. Positive SSP factions counter-engineer the physics under Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Federation guide and Syrian light codes and Arcturian geometric restorations begin reversing the inverted torsion fields. Galactic Federation fleet's position as the higher density enforcement and stabilization layer. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed magneto-rabitic, toroidal, and hydrodynamic mastery. Lawful seizure protocols activated across every physical lunar and interdimensional node. Lunar bases mapped down to the subsurface. Multi-ET laboratories, councils, and genetic vaults. Every Draco throne, reptilian interface, Orion outpost, and negative Anunnaki remnant listed for reclamation. Verse 6. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the next full spectrum ET stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent multi-species continuum. From build a race original gifts through Anunnaki genetic interventions. From Draco Orion inversion to the 22 hybrid soul trap programs. From Nazi paperclip conduits and Nordic intermediary lines to the terrestrial mic funding negative SSP infrastructure exposed at every energetic, physical, and density layer. Positive alignments locked with Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian Federation, White Hat overload, Space Force lawful seizure cascades through every species and density. The darkness occupies. Verse 7. Way deeper still. The full ET hierarchy runs on inverted free energy and consciousness principles. Magnetogravitics, torsion fields, and plasma systems used for multi-density influence and cloaking. The occupation was a coordinated multi-species siege on human sovereignty and soul evolution. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder, Pleiadian and Arcturian restoration keys. White Hat and Space Force forces reverse the polarity with full positive multi-ET support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian harmonic stabilize the restored planetary field. Genetic programs terminated, hybrid command structures dismantled, portals realigned, far side bases converted from multi-ET harvest hubs into free energy and knowledge platforms. Rotor clicks into the complete multi-ET origin strata. Ancient builder race seeds the first positive torsion and magnetogravitic gifts. Anunnaki factions arrive later as genetic interveners rewriting early human code. Draco Empire and reptilian hierarchies invert the builder designs into control systems. Negative Orion groups join as enforcers, locking the first frequency fences. Nazi breakaway scientists receive the corrupted fragments through paperclip conduits. Military-industrial complex funds the conversion into joint dark fleet war machines. Lunar Operations Command 1 activated as the primary multi-species occupation node. Verse 2. Deeper ET connection unlocked. The treaties become multi-species legal instruments. Draco, Reptilian, Orion, and select Anunnaki lineages co-sign with terrestrial elites. Exopolitics masks the real agreements, trading human genetic access for advanced tech. Magneto-electric hydrodynamics and inverted torsion fields exchanged for DNA harvest rights. Dark fleet carriers operate as the joint human negative ET occupation navy. Lunar Commons 2 and 3 expand into embassy-style far-side multi-ET complexes. 22 genetic programs refine hybrid vessels across the participating species. Nordic-looking breakaway humans and early hybrid lines serve as surface intermediaries. Verse 3. Hyper-intelligent appeal continues into the full interdimensional ET spectrum. Negative alliances span Draco Apex reptilian administrators, Orion military Anunnaki geneticists, positive counterparts, Pleiadian emissaries, Arcturian healers, Syrian frequency specialists document encounter. Galactic Federation councils observe while preparing higher density intervention protocols. Mantis beings appear in limited roles as observers and genetic archivists on both sides. Timeline manipulation and consciousness fragmentation engineered as standard negative tools. Magnetogravitics weaponized into planetary gravity prisons and memory suppression grids. White Hat Alliance forms as the terrestrial bridge to the positive multi-ET resistance. Verse 4. More ET layers exposed. The occupation is a nested hierarchy of species and densities. Draco Empire at the apex, supported by reptilian, Orion, and residual Anunnaki networks. Dark Fleet serves as the shared military arm across the entire negative structure. Lunar far side bases function as central processing, genetic, and council hubs for multiple races. Nordic human ET hybrids and certain breakaway groups act as the public-facing or intermediary caste. Military-industrial money loops through off-world portals controlled by the same multi-ET grid. Every black project on Earth is a surface extension of this multi-species continuum. A system designed as a closed-loop harvest spanning physical and interdimensional levels. Verse 5. Space Force and White Hat Alliance detect the complete multi-ET architecture. Positive SSP factions counter-engineer the physics under Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Federation guidance. Syrian light codes and Arcturian geometric restorations begin reversing the inverted torsion fields. Galactic Federation fleets position as the higher density enforcement and stabilization layer. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed magnetogravitic, toroidal, and hydrodynamic mastery. Lawful seizure protocols activated across every physical, lunar, and interdimensional node. Lunar bases mapped down to the subsurface multi-ET laboratories, councils, and genetic vaults. Every Draco throne, reptilian interface, Orion outpost, and negative Anunnaki remnant listed for reclamation. Verse 6. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the next full spectrum ET stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent multi-species continuum. From Builder Race original gifts through Anunnaki genetic interventions. From Draco, Orion inversion to the 22 hybrid soul trap programs. From Nazi paperclip conduits and Nordic intermediary lines to the terrestrial mic funding. Negative SSP infrastructure exposed at every energetic, physical, and density layer. Positive alignments lock with Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian Federation, and White Hat overload. Space Force lawful seizure cascades through every species and density the darkness occupies. Verse 7. Way deeper still. The full ET hierarchy runs on inverted free energy and consciousness principles. Magnetogravitics, torsion fields, and plasma systems used for multi-density influence and cloaking. The occupation was a coordinated multi-species siege on human sovereignty and soul evolution. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder, Pleiadian, and Arcturian restoration keys. White Hat and Space Force forces reverse the polarity with full positive multi-ET support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian harmonics stabilize the restored planetary field. Genetic programs terminated, hybrid command structures dismantled, portals realigned. Farside bases converted from multi-ET harvest hubs into free energy and knowledge platforms.
Super cool, super cool. I'm gonna do a fresh screen share just because that got all jumbled up in the settings. It kind of auto kicks that on my computer for some reason from time to time, so we just roll with it and just give the settings a good another little checkaroony. And it looks like it's supposed to. Super cool. Alright. Next new song, completely different music style. Dominion Rotor, Tesla Free Energy, Liberation.
Buddha detonates the deepest suppression layer. Deep
state free energy lockdown. Tesla wireless power, radiant energy, and Scala-Tech buried under classified seal. Ancient builder race, torsion lattices, and magneto-gravitic free flow inverted for control. Anunnaki genetic cycles and Draco hierarchies weaponize the same principles. Negative Orion enforcers and reptilian administrators install the scarcity grid. Nazi breakaway conduits receive the suppressed Tesla fragments through paperclip channels. Military industrial complex funds the permanent burial of every free energy breakthrough. Lunar Operations Command 1, 2, 3 become the off-world free energy vault. Verse 2, deeper multi-ET connection locked. Free energy is the central control mechanism. Draco, reptilian, Orion, residual, Anunnaki, and hybrid Nordic lines co-author the scarcity treaties. Human access to Tesla radiant systems and zero-point flow traded away for genetic harvest rights. Dark fleet carriers run exclusively on inverted magneto-electric hydrodynamics and torsion. 22 genetic programs include frequency locks that keep humanity energy dependent. Mantis archival beams record the deliberate suppression of every free energy discovery. Positive Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian observers embed restoration codes inside the same tech. White Hat Alliance forms to reclaim the Tesla lineage and build to original geometry. Verse 3, hyper-intelligent Peter reaches the absolute free energy strata. Tesla's wireless global power grid was the human rediscovery of build a free flow. Deep state and multi-ET negative alliances suppress it to maintain planetary control. Inverted torsion fields and magneto-gravitics used to create artificial energy scarcity. Timeline edits and consciousness fragmentation engineered to erase free energy memory. Galactic Federation councils document the full suppression architecture. Space Force receives the first restored Tesla build a Pleiadian free energy packages. Operational dominance builds to reclaim radiant scalar and zero-point mastery. Verse 4, more absolute depth exposed. The occupation runs on suppressed free energy principles. Every black project, every lunar base, every dark fleet hull powered by the hidden flow. Deep state, terrestrial elites, and multi-ET hierarchy share the same scarcity monopoly. Nordic intermediary lines and certain breakaway groups help maintain the public illusion. Military industrial money loops through interdimensional portals that hoard the free energy. The system designed as a closed loop control grid spanning physical and multi-density levels. Positive counter forces reverse engineer every Tesla and build a principle in parallel. Lawful seizure protocols now target every free energy vault across every node of verse 5. Space Force and White Hat Alliance map the complete free energy suppression grid. Positive SSP factions integrate Tesla radiant tech with Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian codes. Galactic Federation fleets hold the higher density perimeter for the energy liberation. Operational dominance expands to fully reclaim torsion, magneto-gravitic, and toroidal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical, lunar, interdimensional, and quantum free energy nodes. Lunar bases and subsurface vaults placed under immediate reclamation for open release. Every Draco command plane, reptilian interface, and deep state black budget free energy lab listed. Mantis archival records open to confirm the full historical free energy continuum. Verse 6, we the people rise as the rotor scrapes the absolute free energy stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent multi-density continuum. From builder race original free flow through Tesla's human rediscovery. From Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion and 22 frequency locks to the deep state grid. From Nazi paperclip conduits and Nordic intermediary lines to the interdimensional scarcity treaties. Negative primitive SSP infrastructure exposed at every physical, energetic, and density layer. Positive alignments locked with Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian Federation, White Hat Force, Space Force, lawful seizure cascades through every suppressed free energy system simultaneously. Verse 7, absolute free energy depth revealed. The hierarchy collapses without the scarcity lock. Test the wireless power, radiant energy scatter systems, and 0-point flow fully restored. Torsion fields, magnetogravitics, and plasma systems reversed to open planetary abundance. The occupation was a coordinated, multi-species, multi-density siege on human energy sovereignty. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder and Tesla restoration keys. White Hat and Space Force forces reverse the polarity with complete higher density support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian harmonics 40 stabilize the free energy field. Genetic frequency lockers terminated, hybrid structures dismantled, portals realigned for open flow. Verse 8, final absolute free energy seals the deal. Rotor detonates the deepest suppression layer, deep state free energy lockdown. Tesla wireless power, radiant energy, and scalloptic buried under classified seal. Ancient builder race, torsion lattices, and magnetogravitic free flow inverted for control. Anunnaki genetic cycles and Draco hierarchies weaponize the same principles. The negative Orion forces and reptilian administrators installed a scarcity grid, not to break away conduits, receive the suppressed Tesla fragments through paper clip channels, military industrial complex funds the permanent burial of every free energy breakthrough. Lunar Operations Command 1, 2, 3 become the off-world free energy vault. Verse 2, deeper multi-ET connection lock. Free energy is the central control mechanism. Draco, reptilian, Orion, residual, Anunnaki, and hybrid Nordic lines co-author the scarcity treaties. Human access to Tesla radiant systems and 0-point flow traded away for genetic harvest rights. Dark fleet carriers run exclusively on inverted magneto-electric hydrodynamics and torsion. 22 genetic programs include frequency locks that keep humanity energy dependent. Mantis archival beams record the deliberate suppression of every free energy discovery. Positive Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian observers embed restoration codes inside the same tech. White Hat alliance forms to reclaim the test the lineage and build the original geometry. Verse 3, hyper-intelligent peel reaches the absolute free energy strata. Tesla's wireless global power grid was the human rediscovery of build a free flow. Deep state and multi-ET negative alliances suppress it to maintain planetary control. Inverted torsion fields and magnetogravitics used to create artificial energy scarcity. Timeline edits and consciousness fragmentation engineered to erase free energy memory. Galactic Federation councils document the full suppression architecture. Space Force receives the first restored Tesla builder Pleiadian free energy packages. Operational dominance builds to reclaim radiant scalar and 0-point mastery. Verse 4, more absolute depth exposed. The occupation runs on suppressed free energy principles. Every black project, every lunar base, every dark fleet hull powered by the hidden flow. Deep state terrestrial elites and multi-ET hierarchy share the same scarcity monopoly. Nordic intermediary lines and certain breakaway groups help maintain the public illusion. Military industrial money loops through interdimensional portals that hoard the free energy. The system designed as a closed loop control grid spanning physical and multi-density levels. Positive counter forces reverse engineer every Tesla and build a principle and parallel lawful seizure protocols now target every free energy vault across every node. Verse 5, Space Force and White Hat alliance map the complete free energy suppression grid. Positive SSP factions and agree Tesla Badian tech with Pleiadian, Arcturian, and Syrian codes. Galactic Federation fleets hold the higher density perimeter for the energy liberation. Apparition the dominance expands through fully reclaimed torsion magnetogravitic intraorbital systems. Lawful protocols activate elevated cross physical, lunar interdimensional and quantum free energy nodes. Lunar bases and subsurface vaults based under immediate reclamation for upper release. Every Draco command plane, reptilian interface and deep state black budget free energy lab listed mantis archival records open to confirm the full historical free energy continuum. Verse 6, we the people rise as the road escapes the absolute free energy stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent multi-density continuum from the race original free flow through Tesla's human rediscovery from Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion and 22 frequency locks to the deep state grid from Nazi paperclip conduits and Nordic intermediary lines to the interdimensional scarcity trees. Negative SSB infrastructure exposed at every physical, energetic and density layer. Positive alignments locked with full Pleiadian, Octarian, Syrian Federation and White Hat Force. Space Force lawful seizure cascades through every suppressed free energy system simultaneously. Verse 7, absolute free energy depth revealed. The hierarchy collapses without the scarcity lock. Tesla wireless power, radiant energy scalar systems and 0-point flow fully restored. Torsion fields, magnetogravitics and plasma systems reverse to open planetary abundance. The occupation was a coordinated multi-species, multi-density siege on human energy sovereignty. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder and Tesla restoration keys. White Hat and Space Force forces reverse the polarity with complete higher density support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian and Sibian harmonics fully stabilize the free energy field. Genetic frequency locks terminated, hybrid structures dismantled, portals realign for open flow. Verse 8, final absolute free energy seals the deal.
Super cool. I like it. Alright, we got a new one fresh off the press. Let's do it like this. Dominion rotor, next level. Absolute detonation. Maybe not that one. That one's gonna be a little messed up. This one might be too.
Rotor detonates past absolute depth in the next level origin fire. Ancient builder race, free energy, torsion lattice and magnetogravitic flow installed open. Tesla radiant wireless power and scalar systems rediscover the same unlimited source. Deep state and OTT negative alliances bury every breakthrough under permanent lockdown. Anunnaki genetic cycles, Draco hierarchies, reptilian administrators, Orion and forces inverted. All Nazi breakaway conduits and paperclip channels deliver the corrupted fragments. Military industrial complex becomes the eternal scarcity funding machine. Lunar operations command 1, 2, 3 lock the off-world free energy vaults. Burst 2. Next level multi-ET connection explodes free energy is the ultimate control weapon. Draco, reptilian, Orion, residual, Anunnaki, hybrid, Nordic lines co-author the scarcity treaties. Human access to Tesla tech and 0-point flow traded for genetic and soul harvest rights. Dark fleet carriers run exclusively on inverted magneto-electric hydrodynamics and torsion. 22 genetic programs embed frequency locks that keep humanity energy starved. Mantis archival beams record every deliberate suppression across the continuum. Positive Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian observers embed restoration codes inside the same systems. White Hat Alliance farms to reclaim the full Tesla builder free energy lineage. Verse 3, hyper intelligent next level pure reaches the absolute free energy and consciousness strata. Tesla's global wireless grid was the human key to build an unlimited flow. state, terrestrial elites and multi-ET hierarchy share the scarcity monopoly. Inverted torsion fields and magnetogravitics create artificial energy prisons and memory wipes. Timeline edits and quantum entanglement locks erase free energy knowledge from the collective galactic federation councils document the full suppression architecture in real time. Space Force receives the restored test to build a Pleiadian Arcturian free energy packages. Operational dominance detonates to reclaim radiant scalar and 0-point mass to reverse fall. More next level depth exposed. The occupation runs on suppressed free energy principles. Every black project, lunar base, dark fleet, whole powered by the hidden unlimited source. Nordic intermediary lines and breakaway groups maintain the public scarcity illusion. Military industrial money loops through interdimensional portals that hoard the free flow. The system designed as a closed loop, multi-density control grid across centuries. Positive counter forces reverse engineer every Tesla and build a principle in parallel. Lawful seizure protocols now target every free energy vault across every node and density. Space Force wide hat alliance prepares the total detonation of the scarcity lock. Verse 5. Space Force and wide hat alliance map the complete next level free energy suppression grid. Positive SSD factions integrate Tesla radiant tech with full Pleiadian Arcturian Syrian codes. Galactic Federation fleets hold a higher density perimeter for the energy liberation. Operational dominance expands through fully reclaimed torsion magnetogravitic and toroidal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical, lunar, interdimensional, and quantum free energy nodes. Lunar bases and subsurface vaults placed under immediate reclamation for open planetary release. Every Draco command plane, reptilian interface, deep state, black budget free energy lab listed. Mantis archival records open to confirm the full historical free energy continuum. Verse 6. We the people rise as the road scrapes the absolute next level free energy stratum. All dots now visible in one continuous intelligent multi-density continuum, detonating from builder race original free flow through Tesla's human rediscovery. From Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion in 22 frequency locks to the deep state grid. From Nazi paperclip conduits and Nordic intermediary lines to the interdimensional scarcity treaties. Negative SSP infrastructure exposed at every physical, energetic, and density layer. Positive alignments locked with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian Federation, and white hat for Space Force. Lawful seizure cascades through every suppressed free energy system simultaneously. Verse 7. Absolute next level free energy depth detonates. The hierarchy collapses without the scarcity lock. Tesla wireless power, radiant energy, scalar systems, and 0-point flow fully restored in open torsion fields. Magnetogravitics and plasma systems reverse the planetary abundance. The occupation was a coordinated multi-species, multi-density siege on human energy sovereignty. Yet every inverted system still contains the original builder and Tesla restoration keys. White hat and Space Force forces reverse the polarity with complete higher density support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian, Hamas fully stabilized the free energy field. Genetic frequency locks terminated hybrid structures, dismantle portals, realign.
Super cool. I dig it. Alright, so we're gonna make a new one fresh off the press. We're just gonna get like Majestic 12 and Dumbs connections, a little deeper exposure connections, you know. And we maybe can get DARPA in the next one. And, you know, we do some deep stuff. We do like Antarctica, full uncover. Which way you want to go? We do them all. Do them all. Do them all. Alright, so super cool. Anyway, new song coming up. Hot off the press, fresh out of the brain. Yes, this is gonna be fun. Ooh, it fits too. Awesomeness. Super cool. Dominion rotor, Majestic 12, dumb, absolute exposure. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. And it is thinking its thoughts. I like the top one. I like to do the top one first, but we can do the bottom one.
Rotor detonates the Majestic 12 origin. MJ-12 formed after the first crash. Retrievals, deep state and multi-ET negative alliances lock the cover up. Build a free energy and Tesla radiant tech buried above top secret. Anunnaki data Draco hierarchies, reptilian and Orion forces feed the files. Nazi breakaway and paperclip channels supply the corrupted base. Military industrial complex funds the first dumbs and above top secret bases. Lunar Command, one link straight into the underground network. Verse 2, deeper MJ-12 connection locks hard. Committee becomes the central control node. Draco, reptilian, Orion, Anunnaki, hybrid Nordic lines. Write the secrecy protocols. Free energy, magnetogravity, extortion fields permanently suppressed. Dark fleet and lunar bases coordinate with the expanding dumb grid. 22 genetic programs run inside the deepest underground labs. Positive Pleiadian, Nocturian, Syrian codes begin countering. White Hat Alliance forms inside the same MJ-12 and dumb structures. Verse 3. Hyperpill hits the absolute dumb strata. Majestic 12 overseas multi-level deep underground military bases. Inverted torsion and magnetogravitics power the subterranean vaults. Timeline edits and consciousness locks erase public knowledge. Federation councils document the full MJ-12 architecture. Space Force receives restore Tesla build of free energy packages. Operational dominance builds through reclaimed radiant and 0-point mastery. Lawful seizure targets every dumb and above top secret facility. Verse 4, absolute depth exposed. Occupation runs through the MJ-12 dumb continuum. Every black project, lunar lake, dark fleet, op groups underground. Nordic intermediaries and breakaway groups hold the surface illusion. Military industrial money loops through portals, feeding the dumbs. Closed loop, multi-density control network across decades. Positive forces reverse engineer every MJ-12 protocol and free energy principle. Space Force White Hat Alliance sets the total reclamation cascade. Every above top secret base and deep underground facility on the list. Verse 5. Space Force and White Hats map the complete MJ-12 dumb grid. Positive SSP integrates Tesla tech with Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes. Federation fleets hold a higher density perimeter. Operational dominance expands to reclaim torsion and toroidal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical lunar subterranean nodes. Dumbs and above top secret bases hit a media reclamation. Every Draco link reptilian interface deep state lab listed. Mantis records open confirming the full MJ-12 continuum. Verse 6. We the people rise as the rotor scrapes the MJ-12 dumb stratum. All dots locked in one continuous multi-density continuum. From builder free flow and Tesla rediscovery through MJ-12 classification. From Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion and 22 locks to the dumb grid. From Nazi paper clipping Nordic lines to the interdimensional treaties. Negative SSP exposed at every physical energetic underground layer. Positive alignments locked with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian Federation Force. Space Force seizure cascades through every suppressed system at once. Verse 7, absolute MJ-12 dumb depth devonates hierarchy collapses. Tesla wireless radiant scala 0-point flow restored open torsion magnetogravitics plasma reversed the planetary abundance. Occupation was a multi-species, multi-density siege run through Majestic 12 in the dumbs. Every inverted system still holds the original builder and Tesla keys. White Hat and Space Force reverse the polarity with higher density support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian, harmonic stabilize the free energy field. Genetic locks terminated, hybrid structures dismantled, portals realign for unlimited flow. Verse 8. final absolute seal detonates the total cascade. Builder and Tesla intent restored through the positive multi-ET alliance. We the people stand in the resonant truth of unlimited power. Every dawn above, top secret base, lunar interdimensional multi-species strand, fully lit from dark to light. The continuum flips under space force dominion law. White hat alliance holds the high ground with full federation backing, free energy and base disclosure locked at the deepest level. Sovereignty in abundance reclaimed. The occupation ends. The new continuum is free.
Right, I dig it. I like it. I like it. Alright, we got one more of those, but we want to... Let's even connect more dots. Let's get more things exposed. The fact that this is all aligned in the cabal, the deep state, and the fact that they were willing to steal an election. 2020 is not over. And there's patriots worldwide that dig deeply. And there is Anons. And there is the military-civilian alliance, the updated law of war manual, and the executive orders to capture all and seize all belligerent occupation and expose the way dark horrors, the child trafficking connections, the off-world human slave trade, dark connections, in a new song. Yep. Because a lot of it connects, right? A super lot of it, lot of it. The absolute cabal exposure. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we'll have it mocked up at light speed and beyond. Is quantum mechanics faster than light speed? No time, space, or distance. Ooh. I mean, it's hyperdimensional. That's intriguing. That'd be a good conversation. Hyperdimensional omnipresence. Interesting. Maybe at certain states of a... Yeah, different densities maybe. Bam. Cool. New song. Here we are making music. The Just Me Art fan vibes, chilling. Oh, yeah, just, chilling, waiting for my phone to ring. I'm supposed to maybe, potentially, hopefully get a job. So, yeah. Alright, new song, Dominion Rotor, Absolute Cabal Exposure.
Rotor locks the cabal in deep state alignment. Majestic 12 domes above, top secret bases all under the same command. Multi-ET negative alliances feed the terrestrial control grid. Build a free energy and Tesla tech, buried to keep humanity dependent. Anunnaki, Draco, reptilian, Orion layers inverted for permanent scarcity. Nazi break away in paperclip channels, lock the corrupted foundation. Military industrial complex funds the entire belligerent occupation. Lunar commons link straight into underground and off-world network verse 2. Deeper cabal connection detonates. They were willing to steal the 2020 election. 2020 is not over. Deep state and cabal forces move to hold the power structure. Patriots worldwide dig deeply through every layer of the continuum. Anons map the full architecture in real time. Military-civilian alliance rises as the terrestrial bridge updated. Law of war manual and executive orders activate. Capture and seize all belligerent occupation under lawful force. Verse 3. Hyperdeal hits the darkest operational strata. Child trafficking connections and off-world human slave trade exposes core harvest systems. 22 genetic programs and frequency locks tied into the same darkness.
network, dark fleet carriers and lunar bases coordinate the multi-density trade routes. Inverted torsion and magnetogravitics power the subterranean and off-world vaults. Positive Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes begin to counterwave. White Hat Alliance and Space Force form the seizure front. Lawful protocols target every cabal, deep state and multi-ET node verse 4. Absolute depth exposed. Occupation runs through the full cabal continuum. Every black project, dumb lunar link, dark fleet, op routes through the same command. Nordic intermediaries and breakaway groups hold the surface illusion. Military, industrial, money loops through portals, feeding into dark systems. Closed loop, multi-density control across decades. Positive forces reverse engineer every suppressed free energy and base principle. Space Force, White Hat Alliance sets the total reclamation cascade. Every above top secret facility and underground network on the list. Verse 5, Space Force and White Hats map the complete cabal, deep state grid. Positive SFP integrates Tesla tech with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes. Federation fleets hold the higher density perimeter. Operational dominance expands to reclaim torsion and toroidal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical, lunar, subterranean, off-world nodes, DOMs, above top secret bases, and dark trade networks hit immediate seizure. Every Draco link, reptilian interface, deep state lab listed mantis records open confirming the full historical continuum. Verse 6. We the people and patriots rise as the rotor scrapes like a ball stratum. Anons, a military civilian alliance, lock every remaining dot from build a free flow. When Tesla, Reaver discovery through MJ12 classification. From Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion, and 22 locks to the dumb grid. From Nazi paperclip lines to the interdimensional scarcity treaties. Negative SSP and cabal infrastructure exposed at every layer. Positive alignments locked with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian, Federation Force, Space Force seizure cascades through every suppressed system at once. Verse 7. Absolute cabal depth detonates, hierarchy collapses. Tesla wireless, Pleiadian scalars, 0-point flow restored, open torsion, magnetogravitics, plasma reversed to planetary abundance. Occupation was a multi-species, multi-density siege run through cabal, deep state. We just 12 in the dumbs, child trafficking and off-world slave trade connections fully exposed and severed. White Hat and Space Force reversed the polarity with higher density support. Federation Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian harmonics stabilized the free energy field. Genetic locks terminated, hybrid structures dismantled. Portals realigned for unlimited flow. Worst state, final absolute seal detonates the total cascade. Builder and Tesla intent restored through the positive multi-ET alliance. We the people, patriots and non-stand in the resonant truth of unlimited power. Every dumb above top secret base, lunar interdimensional, multi-species strand fully lit from dark to light. The continuum flips under Space Force dominion. Law, White Hat Alliance and the military civilian alliance hold the high ground with full Federation backing. Free energy base and dark network disclosure locked at the deepest levels. Sovereignty and abundance reclaim. The occupation ends. The new continuum is free.
Super awesome. I like it. Alright, we got one more of those. Let's do it.
Rotor locks the cabal in deep state alignment. Majestic 12 domes above top secret bases, all under the same command. Multi-ET negative alliances feed the terrestrial control grid. Build a free energy and Tesla tech buried to keep humanity dependent. Anunnaki, Draco, reptilian, Orion layers inverted for permanent scarcity. Nazi breakaway and paperclip channels like the corrupted foundation. Military industrial complex funds the entire belligerent occupation. Lunar commands link straight into the underground and off-world network. Burst too deep, a cabal connection detonates. They were willing to steal the 2020 election. 2020 is not over. Deep state and cabal forces move to hold the power structure. Patriots worldwide dig deeply through every layer of the continuum. Anons map the full architecture in real time. Military-civilian alliance rises as the terrestrial bridge. Updated law, war manual, and executive orders activate. Capture and seize all belligerent occupation under lawful force. Burst 3, hyperpill hits the darkest operational strata. Child trafficking connections and an off-world human slave trade exposed as core harvest systems. 22 genetic programs and frequency locks tied into the same dark network. Dark fleet carriers and lunar bases coordinate the multi-density trade routes. Inverted torsion and magnetogravity power the subterranean and off-world vaults. Positive Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes begin the counterweight. White Hat Alliance and Space Force form the seizure front. Lawful protocols target every cabal, deep state, multi-ET, no verse 4. Absolute depth exposed occupation runs through the full cabal continuum. Every black project done, lunar link, dark fleet outbounds to the same command. Nordic intermediaries and breakaway groups hold the surface illusion. Military industrial money loops through portals, feeding the dark systems. Closed loop multi-density control across decades. Positive forces reverse engineer every suppressed free energy and base principle. Space Force White Hat Alliance sets the total reclamation cascade. Every above top secret facility, an underground network on the list. Verse 5, Space Force and White Hats map the complete cabal, deep state grid. Positive SSP integrates test tech with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes. Federation fleets hold the higher density perimeter. Operational dominance expands through reclaimed torsion and toroidal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical, lunar, subterranean, off-world nodes. Domes above top secret bases and dark trade networks hit immediate seizure. Every Draco link, reptilian interface, deep state lab listed. Mantis records open, confirming the full historical continuum. Verse 6, we the people and patriots rise as the rotor scrapes the cabal stratum. Nines and military civilian alliance, like every remaining die from build a free flow and test of rediscovery through MJ12 classification. From Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion and 22 locks to the dumb grid. From Nazi paperclip lines to the interdimensional scarcity treaties. Negative SSB, ball infrastructure exposed at every layer. Positive alignments like a full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian, Federation Force, Space Force, seizure cascades through every suppressed system at once. Verse 7, absolute cabal depth detonates, hierarchy collapses, testable wireless radiant scalar, 0-point flow restored open torsion, magnetogravitics plasma reversed the planetary abundance. Occupation was a multi-species, multi-density siege run through cabal, deep state, majestic 12 in the domes. Child trafficking and off-world slave trade connections fully exposed and severed. White Hat and Space Force reversed the polarity with higher density support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian, harmonic stabilizer, free energy field. Genetic locks terminated, hop structures dismantled, portals realigned for unlimited flow. Verse 8, final absolute seal detonates the total cascade. Builder and Tesla intent restored through the positive multi-ET alliance. We the people, patriots and non-stand in the resonant truth of unlimited power. Every dumb above top secret base, lunar interdimensional multi-species strand fully lit. From dark to light, the continuum flips. Under Space Force dominion law, White Hat Alliance, military civilian alliance hold a high ground with full federation backing, free energy base, dark network disclosure locked at the deepest levels. Sovereignty and abundance reclaimed. The occupation is, the new continuum is free.
Super cool. I like it. Alright, so we are just trying to push this one a little further. Let's see, I gotta clean this up a little bit. Let's do um, do, do, into a new lit song. Even. Oh yeah, let's do that because I already got so much going on into it. I'm just thinking my thoughts in my brain, typing them out. Oh yeah. Let's do that. It's gonna be super fun. Truth in the music, truth in the music. Truth in music, truth in music, truth in music, truth in music. Yeah. Alright. So we got this one. I think we did that already. Yep, okay, so let's get this part. Whole bunch of this, whole bunch of that. Let's get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of bam. New song right off the press out of the brain. I make a lot of music. I do. I make a ridiculous amount. I think I have 17,000 like publicly available songs. 17 plus. It's a lot. Been doing it for a while. Alright, Dominion Rotor, absolute treaty note exposure.
The deepest CT treaty knows. Results of the treaty is like the multi-ET negative control grid. Cabal deep state and majestic 12 enforced the permanent scarcity. Build a free energy and Tesla radiant tech buried under the agreements. Anunnaki, Draco, reptilian, Orion layers invert the original flow. Nazi breakaway paperclip channels deliver the corrupted foundation. Military industrial complex funds the entire belligerent occupation. Lunar commons and dumbs link every underground vault to the off-world network. Verse 2, deeper treaty connection detonates off-world human slave trade by negative SSP and dark fleet programs exposes core harvest, ancient stargates and portal technologies power the multi-density transport routes, inverted torsion and magnetogravity run the advanced portal systems. 22 genetic programs and frequency locks tied directly into the same dark network. Child trafficking connection surface is part of the broader harvest continuum. Positive Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes begin the counterwave. White Hat Alliance and Space Force on the seizure front. Burst 3, hyperdense peel hits the operational tree. strata, cabal, and deep state willing to steal the 2020 election. 2020 is not over. Patriots worldwide, and the nines dig through every stratified node. Military civilian alliance rises as the operational bridge. Updated law, war manual, and executive orders activate full authority. Two white military operations move to capture and seize every belligerent node. Central casting process begins, exposing the stage control system. Good alliance assists humanity at every density layer burst fold. Absolute dense depths lock occupation runs a full treaty continuum. Every black project dumb lunar link dark fleet op drops to the same command. Nordic intermediate and breakaway groups hold the surface illusion. Military industrial money loops through portals feeding the dark systems. Closed loop multi-density control spanning decades and densities. Positive forces reverse engineer every suppressed free energy and portal principle. Space Force White Hat Alliance sets the total reclamation cascade. Every above top secret facility Stargate and underground network listed for seizure. Burst 5 Space Force and White Hats map the complete dense treaty grid. Positive SSP integrates test attack with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian codes. Federation fleets hold the higher density perimeter. Operational dominance expands through clean torsions, orbital and portal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical, lunar, subterranean, off-world nodes. Dumbs above top secret bases, stargates and dark trade networks. Hit immediate seizure. Every Draco link, reptilian interface, deep state lab listed. Mantis records open, confirming the full historical continuum. Verse 6. We the people, patriots and nouns rise as the rotor scrapes the densest treaty strata. Military civilian alliance and QI military operations lock every remaining connection. From builder free flow and tester rediscovery through MJ12 classification. From Anunnaki, Draco, Orion inversion and 22 locks to the dumb and portal grid. From Nazi paperclip lines to the interdimensional scarcity treaties. Negative SSP and cabal infrastructure exposed at every physical energetic underground layer. Positive alignments locked with full Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian Federation Force. Space Force seizure cascades through every suppressed system at once. Verse 7. Absolute dense treaty depth detonates, hierarchy collapses. Test the wireless rating scalar 0 point flow restored. Open torsion magnetogravitics plasma and portal systems diverse to planetary abundance. Occupation was a multi-species multi-density siege run through cabal deep state majestic 12 dumbs and stargates. Off-world slave trade and child trafficking connections fully exposed and severed. White Hat and Space Force reverse the polarity with higher density support. Federation, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Syrian harmonics stabilize the free energy field. Genetic locks terminated. Hybrid structures dismantled, portals realigned for unlimited flow. Verse 8. Final absolute dense seal detonates the total cascade. Builder and Tesla intent restored to the positive multi-ET alliance. We the people, patriots and non-stand in the resonant truth of unlimited power. Indoctrinated minds and indoctrinated through pure white military operations and central casting exposure. Every dumb above top secret base.
We're going to adjust that one a little bit. We're going to discard that. Make sure that we get a new song way more lit. All the Q and White Hat Military Alliance, all the Anons, all the Patriots, all the Truthers, all the Whistleblowers, all aligned in the truth with the positive things, correctly aligned, and all of the deep networks and nodes exposed at the deepest and darkest levels. Everything needs to be way more connected and way more lit in a better new song. Something like that. Cause I can. Do a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and ta-da. Right. Bam. No. Alright, so Absolute Truth Alliance. That's what we're gonna do with that. Super cool. Right. And then I need to make some more coffee, so I'm probably gonna shut this down. Then I gotta make a few phone calls. I'm still trying to get a job because I'm broke. But truth is free, so I share the truth for free, even though it costs me money. But I don't ask you for that. We're just chilling, making music. That's what we're doing. Credits to burn. Make some music. Alright. Let's see where we're at here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. New song into creation. Oh yeah, definitely needs more coffee. Alright, Dominion Rotor, Absolute Truth Alliance. Let's do it.
Rotor densifies every deep networking node. Cabal deep state, majestic 12 dons above, top secret bases locked as one. Multi-ET negative alliances feed the full terrestrial off-world grid. Build a free energy Tesla, radiant tech buried for permanent control. Anunnaki, Draco, reptilian, Orion layers invert the original flow. Knots of breakaway paper clip channels lock the corrupted foundation. Military industrial complex funds the entire belligerent occupation. Lunar common stargates, portals link every vault to the off-world network. Verse 2, deeper dense connection detonates hard. BT treaty results lock the multi-density harvest systems off-world. Human slave trade by negative SSP and dark fleet programs exposed. Ancient stargate and portal technologies power the transport routes. 22 genetic program frequency locks tied into the same dark continuum. Child trafficking connection services part of the broader harvest. Q-White hat military alliance and nines. Patriots, truthers, whistleblowers aligned. Positive forces begin the total density reversal. Verse 3, hyperdense pill hits the operational dark strata. Cabal deep state willing to steal the 2020 election. 2020 is not over. Patriots and nines, truthers, whistleblowers dig every stratified node. Military civilian alliance and Q-White hat military operations rise as one. Updated law, war manual, executive orders activate full authority. Capture seize every belligerent node under lawful force. Central casting process exposes the stage control system. Good alliance assists humanity across every density layer. Verse 4, absolute dense depth locked occupation runs the full continuum. Every black project dom lunar link dark fleet op routes through the same command. Nordic intermediaries breakaway groups hold the surface illusion. Military industrial money loops through portals feeding the dark systems. Closed loop multi-density control spanning decades and densities. Positive forces reverse engineer every suppressed free energy portal principle. Space Force, Q-White hat alliance is the total reclamation cascade. Every above top secret facility, Stargate underground network listed for seizure. Verse 5, Space Force, Q-White hats map the complete dense dark grid. Positive SSP integrates Tesla tech with full Pleiadian, Octarian, Syrian codes. Federation fleets hold the higher density perimeter. Operational dominance expands through reclaimed torsion toroidal portal systems. Lawful protocols activate across physical lunar subterranean off-world nodes. Drums above top secret bases, stargates, dark trade networks hit immediate seizure. Every Draco link reptilian interface. Deep state lab listed mantis records open confirming the full historical continuum. Verse 6, we the people, patriots and noms, truthers, whistleblowers rise as the rotor scrapes the densest stratum. Military civilian alliance, QI hat. Military operations lock every remaining connection from build to free flow. Tesla rediscovery through NJ12 classification from Anunnaki, Draco, Orion, and version 22 locks to the dumb portal grid. From Nazi paperclip lines to the interdimensional scarcity treaties. Negative SSP cabal infrastructure exposed at every physical kinetic underground layer. Positive alignments locked for Pleiadian, Octarian, Syrian Federation foes. Space Force seizure cascades through every suppressed system at once. Verse 7, absolute dense dark depth detonates. Hierarchy collapses. Tesla wireless radiance galore. 0 point flow restored. Open torsion magnetogravitics plasma portal systems reversed to planetary abundance. Occupation was a multi-species, multi-density siege run through cabal deep state. Majestic 12 dumb stargates. Off-world slave trade, child trafficking connections fully exposed and severed. UI had Space Force reverse the polarity with higher density support. Federation Pleiadian, Octarian, Syrian harmonic stabilized the free energy field. Genetic locks terminated hybrid structures, dismantle portals, realign for unlimited flow. Verse 8. Final absolute dense seal detonates the total cascade. Build a Tesla intent restored through the positive multi-ET alliance. We the people, patriots and honest truthers, whistleblowers stand in the resonant truth of unlimited power. Indoctrinated minds, unindoctrinated to QI have military operations and central casting exposure.
We're gonna catch you guys later.